What's up everyone, welcome back to another quick After Effects tutorial. Now in a lot of the graphics that we usually do, they are related to a specific social media platform or to your live stream, but today we're going to be creating a live now animation which you could use on all of your social media platforms to kind of promote that you're going live on your live streaming platform. Whatever it may be, that is up to you, and you can change that in the templates which will be available for you in the Discord for free as everything else is, so you can go ahead and find the links in the description. Before we jump ahead, I do want to say that if you find this video helpful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It would kind of help me know that hopefully I'm somewhat providing some useful information for you guys. Also, for all the free stuff that are coming your way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you are not missing out on anything. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you how this live now animation looks like in After Effects, and we'll go from there. So here's how the animation looks like. Now it may look quick and complex, but if we were to split it to 4 parts, it would be the logo, followed by the live now text, the live streaming platform, and then the channel name until the end of the graphic. To begin, you're going to go ahead and create a new composition that is 1920 by 1080 with a duration of 7 seconds. Hit OK, and then go ahead and create a solid layer of whatever desired color. For me, it's going to be this dark red, and the only thing you want to import is your logo. Once you have your logo on top of your background, toggle the modes, make sure it's a 3D layer, and enable the motion blur. Then go ahead and hit the letter P, create a position keyframe, and change this dimension to about -3000, and then move your indicator to 15 frames, change the number to about 8000, so it's about this size, maybe 9, just like that. Let's see how this looks. This looks pretty decent. Now at 15 frames, you're gonna hit Ctrl-Shift-D to clip the layer, then toggle the modes, change the mode to multiply. Now you have this darkened layer. Hit the letter S for scale, create a keyframe, and then increase the size at 1 second to whatever desired size that covers the background. So this is what we have in the first second. So at 1 second, you're going to go ahead and select your text tool, type your live now message. For me, it's simply going to be live now, and then I'm going to make sure they are 2 different layers. To make sure they are aligned, go to the settings here and make sure they are centered for both, and then I will align them one by one, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and clip this, and at 1 second and 15 frames, we're going to hit the letter P, create a keyframe, then go back, select each separately, move them out of frame, just like so. And now I have this kind of motion. So this is what we have again. It's pretty good. If you would like, you can play around with the distance to make it faster, and hit F9 to make it nicer, smoother motion for an easy ease. Or you can right click, keyframe assistant, and then easy ease. The next thing we're going to do is select our ellipse tool with the color red and create a circle just beside the live now text. All we're going to do to this layer is Ctrl-Shift-D a couple of times and then delete the rest. Make sure they are a little bit separated, maybe just a bit before 2 seconds, and this is what we got. Looks pretty decent. And now at 2 seconds, this text will disappear and it will be replaced by the text of your platform. I'm gonna make sure they are on separate layers again. Once you have everything aligned and to the proper scale, you want to select all the text layers and clip them to your indicator, just like so. Then you want to move everything but the first part a little bit off. Select this layer, hit the letter P. Now this is our desired final position. So we're going to move this keyframe a little bit off, and then we're going to move this layer a little bit more to the center. And this is what we got just after the live now. But what we're going to do instead is move the layers a little bit off each other. It's pretty good. All I'm going to do for this part is go to our effects and add a tint layer and add a tint effect to one of the layers. Make sure it's purple or whatever desired color of the platform that you're using, and then copy the tint effect Select all those layers, paste it, that way we have a nice purple for everything. Once this is displayed for about a second, you want to go ahead and clip everything again, delete the rest, move off a little bit, add the last text, which is the channel name. You want to duplicate it and move the new layer down, and then duplicate the new layer and move it down a couple of times, just like that. Go ahead and duplicate the original one again and move it up instead, and create a similar pattern. Remember, our original layer is at the very bottom. You want to hit the letter P and then create a keyframe, and all we're going to do is use this keyframe as a reference. Now you want to select all the other layers, hit the letter P, create a keyframe for each of them, move off to 4 seconds, and then copy our keyframe. Now you can see that they all disappeared. This is what we have. Actually, our first motion will be reversed, so we're going to select all of the beginning keyframes and then move them off after, and then select everything we got, move it to the beginning. This is what we got. It moves off. Now at about 4 seconds, we're going to go ahead and copy the last frames, and then 15 frames after that, copy the beginning ones. That way it disappears again. Pretty good for the motion. Once we have this motion settled, you want to make sure our original layer is on top of everything. That way everything is moving below. Next, you want to go ahead and pre-compose every layer separately. The reason we do this is because it allows us to add a separate mask to each layer. We're going to go ahead and start adding our masks to create a small separation between the texts, just like so. The second last step of this part is selecting every layer except the original. Hit the letter T for opacity and then decrease the opacity gradually. So we're going to start with 30 and then about 50 and maybe 70. This gives us a nice gradual coloration, and we will do the same thing for the top. So here's how this part looks now. Now the last thing left to do is copy and paste the very beginning crown layer, move it all the way to the top, and then make sure it starts at 5 seconds and it extends all the way to the end. Just like that. Now remember, you can control the motion of this and the position, so go ahead and select the last keyframe, move it above your name, and then maybe even make it smaller. Alright, I do hope you found this tutorial quick, easy, and helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, guys. I would appreciate it a lot. And of course, if you would like to grab these templates from the Discord, you will find the links in the description. In the Discord, you could also share your work, get some feedback, ask some questions, or just chat and make some friends. That's what the community is all about. So I hope to see you there. And of course, I will see you in the next video. Peace.